What's up, y'all? Back again. We got episode 61. Damn. Sorry. If you can't tell, I'm driving right now, so I'm a little distracted, but I'm gonna go ahead and get this out of the way now because I got like a hour drive, so I figured I might as well get this done before I get home and have to stay up for an extra 30 minutes to finish this. But this is for Tuesday, March the 2nd. And this was a really nice day. It's very warm out. I had some really nice weather. As you can see, I don't have on a sweatshirt or anything, so it seems like today's going to be pretty nice too. It's actually, I usually do these videos at like after I get off work, so it's usually the day after when they're supposed to be made for, but it's actually the morning after. I didn't record this video last night because I actually came out to Anderson, spent some time with the kids last night, and ended up staying the night there. So I'm on my way back home now, and I figured I might as well go ahead and do this while I'm driving because I'm not doing nothing else while I'm driving but driving. So I figure I might as well get this out of the way. So for the majority of yesterday, I spent it at work. Didn't do much before I went in. Really just slept until it was time for me to go in, which is something that I really need to stop doing. I'm realizing now. I ended up listening to the audiobook for Think and Grow Rich, so that was much needed. It got me back into perspective with like a lot of parts of my personality that I need to analyze, and a lot of things that I need to focus on adjusting for the sake of my desired success in the future. Such as I made a list yesterday while I was at work of the 31 causes of failure, and I need to sit down, and I think that's what I'll do today at work while I'm in between the stuff that I do at work. I'm gonna start critiquing myself on the parts of the 31 causes of failure that I suffer from that I need to fix. But I wanted to read over those causes with you guys, but I actually left that paper at home, so I don't have it with me. But anyhow, I still wanted to talk about the 31 causes of failure. And it seems as though like I might suffer from quite a few of those. Well, one thing that was reassuring about the book that it talked about was that it's not surprising if most people don't suffer from all 31, and I don't suffer from all 31, so that's good. But overall, yesterday was a pretty regular day. I spent most of it listening to Think and Grow Rich and working. I had some McDonald's for breakfast, same thing I had the day before, and I took some spaghetti for lunch. It was actually a little different kind of spaghetti, some spaghetti that I really liked. It's got a little twist to it. My mom made it a different way than she normally does. She actually put some shrimp in it, and I thought that was really good. I really liked the shrimp. I didn't think tomato sauce or spaghetti sauce and shrimp would go together really well, but they do. And I smacked. It smacked, so I smashed. But the things that I'm focusing on right now, so I got my little down payment for my little arrangement that I made with the law firm that I have a judgment on my license from. I got an arrangement made with them for getting that reinstated, or getting that taken off my license, for removing the suspension. And what else was I going to say? Oh, I ordered the side rear view mirror that I'm missing on my car from Rock Auto. So I'll have a review for that soon. Let you guys know how that looks when it gets here. And plus it's good to have, because I can't really see unless I have to turn my head to look back. I turn my head to change lanes regardless of if I have a mirror or not, but it just makes it easier having that mirror right there. Very excited about getting getting my license reinstated, because I make so much I do so much traveling back and forth, so like it'll make me more relaxed when I'm driving. I try not to worry about it too much, because I feel like, that's a less severe offense to be driving with suspended license. But I just feel like that's one less thing for me to have to worry about if I get it taken care of, and one less thing for me to have to worry about while I'm driving, because it's bad enough I've been driving this long with them suspended, and I also have been driving for quite a while with no insurance either. So there's no risk, no reward, I guess. But this is kind of pushing my luck at this point. But I am making strides in the right direction, and that is reassuring for me. There's some other things that I need to also work on, especially things from the list of causes of failure. There's some other books that I want to read. I want to start listening to while I'm at work. I'm really not trying to listen to. I haven't even wanted to listen to music the way I used to, because of the audiobooks. Well, really just Think and Grow Rich. I haven't listened to any other books yet, but I did get some titles of some books from the editor's comments in Think and Grow Rich that I wanted to listen to. I got quite a few of those books wrote down, but want to start taking a look at those, and also getting some more things organized. I think I need to get a eye exam scheduled, because I never got that completed. I need to get another dentist appointment scheduled, because I never got that work done. And there's a few more things that I need to do on the agenda. They're slipping my mind right now. I'm trying to remember. I need to get in touch with the lawyer that I need to speak with in regards to some civil matters. I have a lengthy to-do list, but one thing that I can definitely remember from the book that is coming to my mind right now is that it mentions that there's never a right time, and to not wait until it's too late, or to just push things off. Procrastination, basically. But I've been suffering from that pretty severely recently, because I'm just under the assumption that I have so much more time to get these things done, and so much more time and so many more days left to finally get them out of the way. Like, I really don't have that luxury, and I really want to stop I want to stop performing my life as though I have all of this ample amount of time to just utilize for whatever. I also want to stop being like extra laxed outside of work. Like, it's like, it is my resting time, it is my like rejuvenation time for like getting back into work, like in a good place. Like, work is a lot easier, and I do perform a lot better when I'm rested and things are organized in a proper way. But I think sometimes that I'm so exhausted and I'm so like extra sleepy because I sleep too much. So I had managed to go like 7 days of working with like 4 hours of sleep every day. And oh man, there's a duck in the street. One of those geese. And he's limping. Poor guy. Hope he's not trying to cross over here, because that would not be good. Oh, it looks like he is. What? Oh, wow. He's fearless. So this Canadian geese is just coming all the way across the street. Oh, he made it. Yay. Good for him. But, yeah, so I need to get better about being more productive outside of work from my personal agenda, such as working on Sierra, getting her back to driving condition, making her my daily driver, and not letting that impact my savings. I need to spend more time making content. I have been uploading more of my older videos and things, like I've been using my older, because I have like 500 videos of just like family and stuff like that in my photo album in my phone. So I'm starting to unload those onto my YouTube channel, so that one, I can get them off of my phone and make space, excuse me. And two, I can use those as templates for making shorts and learning different ways how to edit the YouTube shorts, because I'm not very good with editing videos for my apps. I've realized that from not just the YouTube shorts, but my TikTok. Like, I don't get a lot of the stuff that people can do with these apps. Like, it's really mind-boggling how good people are with like editing of like videos with the phone. Like, I'm very beginner-esque with the whole concept of video editing on my phone. But that's why I go back to like my oldest videos first and post those, edit those, and put like stuff with those, and see if I can make those something like worth uploading. And plus, it's like a way to track my progress on how I progress with video editing, because that'll overflow into the content I make for these resolutions, the product reviews, the shoe reviews, all kinds of stuff. I'm still trying to figure out what is the next, now that it's a new month, trying to figure out what is the next resolution that I want to accomplish, which I should have probably started thinking about earlier than after this month started. But it's kind of late now. It's already the 3rd, and well, this is for the 2nd, but today's the 3rd. So another thing that I just realized that I didn't mention, but has a little bit of prominence to the way how bland yesterday was or felt. Yesterday was my brother who passed away's birthday, and he would have been 32. If I'm going to be 31, he would have been 32. We're probably turning 33. But either or, I'll be 31 this year, so he would have been turning 33. Because he's 2 years older than me. But, that was on my mind a lot yesterday while I was at work. Mainly because in the paperwork that I do at work, everything I do, every time I do a job, I have to sign these papers that are called job routers. And every time I would write down 3-2, I would just think of my brother, and I don't know. It didn't make me sad or make me like any kind of way feeling. It was just kind of just like a constant reminder, like, I just never forget that day, you know. And I don't remember what day he died, and I don't remember what year or nothing like that. I purposely didn't put that stuff on the portrait that I got of the tattoo of him on my shoulder. I didn't put the year of his date or the date of his death or nothing like that on the picture. I just put his name and the last headline he had on his MySpace page, which was Color Me Bad. And I actually think I might go take a look at that when I get home. Might go look and see if I can get into MySpace and find his profile and screenshot it and save that. I was also thinking about my grandparents. They're, hold on. Oh, bless me. Thank me. Me welcome. I used to say that as a kid with my sister and my brother, like, bless me, thank me, me welcome. We're fried for that. But I was thinking about my grandparents while I was thinking about my brother, because they've also passed on. And those are usually the 3 people that I always wish I could speak with or I resignate on, because they were the closest people to me that I've lost thus far in my life. But my grandparents are buried not far from my house. My brother is buried in another state. I've actually never visited his grave site. But thinking about him made me want to go visit my grandparents, because I've actually visited them before. And it was a very touching experience to just be there in the cemetery. The cemetery is a very calming place. And just talk to them like they're here, you know. I do miss them dearly. And it does make me feel a lot better to go there and speak to their grave sites and have conversations with them, and to take a picture of their name I mean, it's just their name on a wall. They're actually in a mausoleum. They're not in in the ground. So it's just like their names on a wall, and it's like my grandfather and my grandmother are right next to each other. So it's really sweet. But I think I might go visit them. I'm actually off this weekend, so I was thinking about going to visit them this weekend just to let them know how things are going, and give them a little update on. I mean, I know they watch me every day, and that they see the things that I go through, and that they're my guardian angels. But it still helps to go and see them and touch base with them, and I don't like to assume that they're not with me or that they don't matter, or that I know I don't think my mom or any of my aunts, or my uncles already passed. I don't think any of my aunts, I'm not sure if any of my family ever goes and visits their grave sites, but I definitely have, and I definitely will continue to, because it does help me gain a little piece of serenity, knowing that, I went out of my way to let them know that they're still on my mind, and that they still mean a lot to me. Another thing that let me turn this heat back on. It's getting cold in here. Another thing that I had read about in Think and Grow Rich was that the 6 basic fears, and which ones, and to pay attention to which ones that I suffer from, because there's no reason, like, having fear is it's not a good state of mind. But the fear of death being one of the 6 basic fears. The fear of old age, the fear of criticism, the fear of loss of love, the fear of poverty, and the fear of what's the 6th one? The fear of I can't remember the last one. What is that? Fear of it's the first one that I'm forgetting. That sucks. I can't remember it. But anyway, one of the 31 causes of failure is suffering from one of the 6 basic fears. One or all of the 6 basic fears. And I don't want to have that. I think going and visiting my grandparents and thinking about my brother is those are the things that keep me from having the fear of death, because I don't feel like I'm afraid of it. I feel like it's just a part of life, as far as like transition, and I do believe in the fact that nothing ever really dies. I think like the energy or the presence is just transferred to other places, because we're all a part of such a fine-knit ecosystem. Like, all of us are connected. It's kind of like the butterfly effect, of how butterfly flaps his wings on one side of the earth, and it causes mass destruction on the other side of the earth. So I think in the loss of life, that energy, or that existence of life is just transferred to a new organism. Just like how it's ironic that anytime I've ever had a child, someone else nearby, either my family or the person I was having the child with's family, that was either up in age or just wrong place, wrong time, or just some kind of weird circumstances, passes right before or right after the child is born. I think my two oldest children, Colin and Carter, are the only two that were able to meet my grandmother. None of my kids met my grandfather. None of my kids met my brother who passed. But I look at it as a blessing that my two oldest children were able to meet my grandmother, because I mean, it's just the way that things turned out. Like, she was only meant to be here for so long, and I had to take what I could get as far as the time I was able to be able to introduce her to the children that I have now. Now that I have so many other children, I wish she could have met them. I wish they all could have met her. But now I just have to be grateful in the fact that they know their grandmother, who is my mother, and that hopefully their kids or whoever, comes along from their lives is able to meet my mother, because it's just the way time handles things. Like, you have to grow into what time wants for you. And another thing that I'm remembering now about the book that stood out to me like a lot, that I had to take a note down about. It wasn't like a book title or one of the things that they give you advice on, but it was kind of just like a quotation, and that was when the book had mentioned that the chess game you're playing in life, your opponent is time. Your opponent isn't your enemy or somebody that you have met. Your opponent in the chess game of life is time. Time is who you're playing this game with. And that's real, because like, there isn't a person across the playing board in this game we play of life. It's time, and time is not waiting for any of us. And that's a lot of the reason why that the book makes a strong it makes strong efforts to remind you about making decisions quickly and definitely, and changing them slowly, because once you've made up your mind, and a person who can't make up their mind quickly is not sure of themselves, is not sure of their purpose. And that's why, it starts off with, you have to have a definitive purpose for what you want in your life. And that's huge. That's huge, and it's very honest. It's very true. And I can definitely see why it's structured that way in that book, because it's real. It's absolutely real. It's absolutely the truth that if we're not grounded in our desires and what we expect out of life, we'll take whatever we can get. And that's not the direction that I'm trying to go. So, definiteness of purpose on top of being able to make decisions quickly, on top of, sorry, it's just a lot of traffic, I'm getting distracted. On top of organizing your causes of failure on top of alleviating the remnants of any of the 6 basic fears, put all that together and you have a recipe for success. You have all the recipes for success that you need. Another thing that the book mentions that I feel like was an issue for me personally was suffering from a negative personality or a negative perspective. And that's something that I feel like I've done because of, the sixth basic fear is fear of poverty. If I didn't say that, which I don't think I did. I don't think I said fear of poverty. I don't. But that's the 6th basic fear if I didn't say that. But getting all of those things organized in your life and put into perspective is exactly what is necessary for you to be able to find success. Because this is just a mess up here. It's just like people are merging all over the place. But I'm glad I got that book finished. I'm glad that the things that are in that book have been refreshed. Because it's very dynamic to how I've began this year. And the only thing that I'm thinking and I'm struggling with now at this point, that I'm still kind of not where I would like to be with myself personally about, is the control of my self-discipline. Well, my self-control, for one. My still ongoing battle with sex addiction, and my eating habits and my exercise. So like those 3 things are the main ones that I have to work on at this point. So I've kind of kicked the whole drug and cigarettes and alcohol addiction. I've kicked that super easy, super out the door. Like, this is my 3rd month of the year. I haven't had one since the year started, and I'm so proud of myself. So now it's going to be about regaining my self-control that honestly I've never really had. I've never really reflected on the time in my life when I had full control over myself the way I would have liked to. So that's something that I want to be able to experience this year at some point, because I know I have the capacity to find the discipline to get that self-control. I just have to put it into action. I have to believe it, and I have to make it a habit. I also have to train my subconscious mind to focusing on the things that are positive about what I'm doing and what I've done, and not dwelling on the negative, because that's what I've been doing for quite some time now, and it hasn't helped whatsoever. It actually just gives the negative thought processes more grounds to develop in my psyche when I allow those thoughts to have depth into my, fertile ground of my mind. I think that has a lot to do with why I have the dreams that I have, and I'm constantly dreaming of myself smoking weed, or like the dream I had about the people robbing the casino and me going to jail. I have like a fear of incarceration that I've suffered from for my entire life. Like, I just don't want to go to jail. Like, it's just somewhere I don't want to be. And I think that fear has, or if I didn't say, if I said fear of poverty, then the other one would have to be fear of loss of liberties. Because I know I can remember what the sixth one was, I just don't think I said it. It's either fear of poverty or fear of loss of liberty, because one of those two is definitely the sixth basic fear that I didn't remember. But I think that has, so now my fear has set in my subconscious that I'm going to not be successful with the stopping of the smoking and doing drugs and stuff like that. So when I dream, my dreams are of me doing those things again, because I am subconsciously telling myself I don't believe I've really kicked the habit. But I have to plant new seeds and nurture those seeds until they've grown. That's no longer on my agenda. And until then, I mean, I can expect to continue to have those types of subconscious thoughts. But I have to retrain my subconscious mind, which is what the book tells me I need to do, which is why the verbal affirmations daily helps so much with what I'm trying to accomplish. Because even if you don't believe it, it's kind of like the whole fake it till you make it mentality. Even if you don't believe it, even if it's not necessarily true right now, I need to remind myself every day until I gain this burning desire. The burning desire grows like a plant. You don't plant the seed and then the next day it's growing. You have to continuously nurture this plant. And that's the mentality or the take I have to have on not nurturing those negative thoughts. Is I have to give them a chance to die, just like I have to give the new seeds a chance to grow. So that's the mentality I have to have about the whole kicking the sex addiction, regaining the self-discipline and self-control, getting better eating habits and diets and exercise. I have to plant those seeds in myself and tell myself daily that that's what my desire is going to be. Like, I have to force myself to believe that before it's actually true, in order to gain that burning desire to the point that it's embedded into my subconscious as well as my conscious mind. But I don't think it'll be a huge issue trying to get that set up, because I can definitely see the purpose behind what I'm doing, and I can definitely use my imagination to help myself believe that the things that I want to have, I can obtain with time. I'm not gonna be super. Keep saying super. I'm not gonna be. I'm gonna be prompt about trying to get these things into fruition. I just want to focus more on baby steps. And I don't want to focus on baby steps to the point where it seems as though I'm not giving it an honest effort. I don't want to bite off more than I can chew, or make myself overexert myself on one area too soon. Like, I want to be balanced. But I also don't want to procrastinate, because that's not healthy either. And I've definitely been good at doing that thus far. So a lot of things to think about, a lot of things to consider, a lot of things to reevaluate. Not much time to put towards the process, but I will get my due diligence done. I will see these things through. As sure as my name is Caleb, I will get these things done. I will be loyal to a fault to myself first. And I'll get back to you guys tomorrow or tonight with more of the things that I learned from the book that I have wrote down at home. Like I said before, I didn't bring the paper that I used to write all the stuff down with me. I left it at home because I wanted to take a picture of it. But I definitely will go over some of the key elements of the 31 causes of failure, so that whoever is watching can understand parts of the book if they haven't ever read them. But I'm going on 41 minutes, and I'm probably 15 from the house. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up and then get this uploaded before I go into work. And then I'll talk to you guys tonight when I get off and let you guys know how today goes. That's pretty much all I got. Thanks again for watching. Go ahead, and if you guys want to give my shorts a chance, got some new shorts up. Probably going to get a couple more, probably about 4 or 5 up today. I'm just going to try to consistently upload shorts throughout the day, every day, until I'm at a point where it's like I have to record them every day to upload them, because I've uploaded all the ones off my phone. But that's all I got for you guys. As always, thanks again for watching. Thanks again for tuning in to Popz Garage TV. This is vlog number 61, Resolutions to Reality. And as always, adios.